I just finished an online cooking course and I feel like a new chef. I used to be intimidated by the kitchen, but now I'm way more confident. Here's 3 things I really learned. First, there are some cooking techniques that every home cook needs to know, like how to properly sauté vegetables, how to brown meat without burning it, how to braise something until it's fork tender. And it turns out these techniques aren't that complicated once you break them down. It's like, yes, you do need a hot pan and the right amount of liquid, and you have to season at the right time. But once you understand why you're doing those things, it all makes sense. For example, when you're sautéing, you want to cook the food evenly, so it browns nicely, and you do want to end up with overcooked pieces and raw spots. In a braise, you start with a hot pan, and then you add liquid, and you partially submerge the food so that it cooks gently and evenly and stays moist. It's the same idea with roasting. It's basically just applying dry heat to food until it's cooked through. It doesn't have to be complicated. Another thing that really helped me was becoming familiar with different flavor profiles and how to balance them. I used to think savory, salty flavors were the only good flavors. But now I know there's a whole world of other flavors that make food taste amazing. I'm talking about sweet, sour, spicy, bitter, and umami flavors. And you can use herbs, spices, citrus, zest, and juice, fermented things, even chili crunch to add these flavors to your food. The key is to not be afraid to experiment and to try new things. And finally, it's so important to get the mise en place before you start cooking. That just means getting all your ingredients prepped and ready to go before you start cooking. It makes everything easier, and it helps you stay organized. So if you're making a stir-fry, for example, you want to cut all your veggies and get them ready to go before you start cooking. This will help you cook everything evenly and make sure nothing gets soggy. Trust me, it's so helpful. Cooking is all about trial and error. You're going to mess up sometimes, but that's okay. Just learn from your mistakes and keep trying. And remember, you don't have to follow recipes exactly. If you don't have all the ingredients, just improvise. Use what you have and experiment. You might just create something new and delicious. I know I have. So thanks for watching, and happy cooking.